In today's video, I will be preparing oven-baked candied yams. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. If you're returning, thank you for your continued support. The items needed to prepare this recipe are sweet potatoes. This is about 6 pounds, light brown or dark brown sugar, white sugar, vanilla flavoring, ground cinnamon, 2 sticks of margarine. Additional items that I will be using: mixing bowl, a colander, a vegetable peeler, knives, and a baking pan. So I'm going to transfer the potatoes over to the sink, get them washed and peeled, and then we'll come back and get it all mixed up. I'm now at the sink, and I'm just going to go ahead and put the potatoes, just dump them out of the pan into the sink and get them rinsed off. Now that I have them washed off, I'll go ahead and start peeling them. Now that I have the potatoes peeled already, I'm just going to go ahead and put the bowl in the sink and rinse them off. Take a paring knife at this point, and I'm just going to pick through each one of them and just cut the ends off and any spots that do not look good. Gone through each of them. So I pour that water off, and I'm going to give it another rinse. Okay, these are now ready to be sliced. You could do this one of 2 ways. You could use your paring knife. These aren't very large, so I will just use my paring knife to slice these up. However, if your potatoes are large, I would recommend that you use a larger knife such as this one and a cutting board. And I'm just going to slice it just like this. And they do not have to be uniform slices. It's just your preferred thickness. And I'm just going to go through each one. As you see here, I'm kind of turning it as I'm slicing it. Just give them one more rinse in the colander. After we've rinsed the potatoes in the colander, I'm just going to transfer them from the colander back to my mixing bowl. And now we'll get them prepared to get the other ingredients added to them. Now that we have our potatoes peeled and washed, we're going to add the remaining ingredients to the bowl and get it mixed up. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to add to this is the sugar. I'm going to start with a cup of the white sugar. And then to that, I will add a cup of the brown sugar. And I'll add that in. I'm going to take the margarine and open it up And just with the spoon here, I'm just gonna use the spoon to just cut through the entire stick until it's all chopped up. Take the cinnamon and just sprinkle that in. And I said this is probably about 2 teaspoons or so of cinnamon. To that, I'm going to add the vanilla flavoring. And I'm just going to put that in there. This is about, I would say, a tablespoon. And once that is all in there, we'll just give it a stir. Just stir it up. Just get the potatoes well coated. With what you've added to the bowl. Just so you can see kind of how it's going here. Just going to keep stirring it around. I'm going to add a little bit more sugar. That's about another half a cup of the white sugar. And I'm doing the same for the brown sugar, adding about another half a cup. A little bit more cinnamon, maybe a half teaspoon more of cinnamon. And then probably another teaspoon vanilla flavoring. And I'm just gonna stir that in, just so you see how it looks as I'm stirring the additional ingredients that I just added in. We'll just keep stirring it, get everything well incorporated together. And this is what it looks like once we've got it all mixed together. So now I'm just going to add this to the pan. And I'm using these aluminum pans. I just find it convenient. This is a little over 12 inches by a little over 10 inches. So you can just take your spoon and just pour it in the pan out of the bowl, okay? And you can see some of that in the bottom that's going in there. This is quite a bit, so I'm actually going to use, as you see here, I have a second pan, because when the sugar and butter melts down, it's going to be quite a bit of liquid in there, so we don't want it running over in the oven, so I'm going to split this between 2 pans. Now that we have it all in the pan, I'm going to just take 2 covers and just cover them up. You are not using the aluminum pan such as this that comes with lids. If you are using a pan such as the size of a lasagna dish or any size pan that you decide to use, aluminum foil work just fine. I just find that using these is just convenient for me, especially if there are leftovers. I can just put the lid on it and slide it right into the refrigerator. So at this time, I am going to take both these pans and place it in the oven that I have had preheating to 400 degrees. And we will bake them for about an hour, checking them at about the 45-minute mark. After 45 minutes, I opened the oven, removed the covers, stirred it up, and put it back in for another 15 minutes. And here's what it looks like after I have uncovered it and let it bake for about 15 additional minutes. This is the finishing product. As you see, the margarine and butter has melted down, and that is the liquid that you see in the pan along the edges here and up about that area, and as well over in this other pan as well. You can see how the margarine and sugar has broken down. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out and bowl it up. Okay, I've taken the one out. I'm going to take the other pan out. We're going to, and just be careful because it's very, very hot. We just took it out of the oven, so it is very, very hot, as you can see there. And there it is, Southern style baked candied yams. This is a really easy recipe. I do encourage you to try it at home. I am sure your family will enjoy it just as much as I and my family has enjoyed this dish. Just to recap, the ingredients that I used: about 6 pounds of sweet potatoes, 1.5 cups of brown sugar, 1.5 cups of white sugar, 2 sticks of margarine, 1 tablespoon of vanilla flavoring, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Of course, please feel free to adjust these ingredients to your liking. That concludes today's video. If you have any questions, leave me a message in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And when you do, don't forget to click that notification bell so you're notified when I post a new video. Until next time, be blessed.